Hello everyone, I am Simona Tyagi of Shyama Prasad Mukherjee College, Delhi University, and my topic for today's discussion is the 5th and 6th schedule of the Indian Constitution. The 5th and 6th schedule of the Indian Constitution were discussed and passed by the Constituent Assembly between 5th and 7th September 1949, remembered and celebrated every year by tribal rights activists. The two schedules remain probably the most enigmatic sections of the Indian Constitution. The two schedules provide for alternate or special governance mechanisms for certain schedule areas in the mainland and certain tribal areas in northeastern India. The basic thrust of the 5th and 6th schedule of the Constitution is the protection of the cultural distinctiveness of the tribal population. It also provides protection to the tribals on account of their economic as well as geographic disadvantages so that they could maintain their tribal identity without any cohesion or exploitation. The interests of the scheduled tribes outside the Northeast is protected by the 5th schedule. The 5th schedule designates scheduled areas in large parts of India in which the interests of scheduled tribes are to be protected. The 6th schedule is related to the administration of the states of Assam, Mizoram, Tripura, and Meghalaya in the northeast. It can be duly noted that these northeastern states do not have the provisions of inner line permits as per Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulations 1873. The 6th schedule has provisions for the formation of autonomous districts and autonomous regions within the districts due to the existence of various tribes. Now we will discuss the 5th schedule in detail. The 5th schedule deals with the control and administration of scheduled areas. Some of the important features of the 5th schedule are that firstly, it deals with the provision for the constitution and establishment of a tribal advisory council. The governor of the state has the power to adopt laws passed by the parliament as well as the state legislatures in a way that best suits the area. Thirdly, it provides the governor with the power to make regulations for good governance and peace for the area. Now I shall discuss about the aim of the 5th schedule. The 5th schedule is aimed towards making the state responsible towards the promotion of education and economic interests of tribals. It also aims to provide social justice to the tribes and prevent them from exploitation of any kind. The central government also provides special financial assistance to the states under Article 275 for implementation of schemes that would lead to the development of scheduled tribes. The powers of governor under the 5th schedule. The governor enjoys the power to modify, annul, or limit the application of any law made by the parliament as well as the state legislature in areas designated as scheduled areas only. For better governance, he can also make regulations and also regulate land allotments to the members of the scheduled tribe. It is inevitable that one of the most important features or clauses under the 5th schedule is that of the Tribes Advisory Council. The 5th schedule provides the provision of the Tribes Advisory Council, which has the status of a constitutional body. The provision deals with the establishment of Tribes Advisory Council consisting of not more than 20 members. 3/4 of its members are representatives would consist of scheduled tribes, members of the state assembly. In case of the number of such representatives are less than the number of seats which are to be filled, then the remaining seats shall be filled by other members of the tribe. The 5th schedule also provides the establishment of the Tribes Advisory Council in states which have scheduled tribe population but do not have scheduled areas if the president of the country directs so. The Tribes Advisory Council advises on matters related to the welfare and advancement of the scheduled tribes in the state, which are referred to the council by the governor. The governor has the power to make rules prescribing, regulating the number of members of the council and the mode of their appointment. Laws applicable to scheduled areas. As already mentioned, the governor has the power to make regulations for peace and good governance for any area in the state which is marked as a scheduled area. Those regulations include prohibiting or restricting the transfer of land by or within members of scheduled tribes in scheduled areas, regulating the allotment of land to the members of the scheduled tribes, regulating the money lending business by those who lend money to the scheduled tribe members in such areas. The governor can also make such regulations only after the consultation with the Tribes Advisory Council of the state. However, all such regulations will have effect only after being submitted to and accepted by the President of India. Amendment to the Fifth Schedule. Parliament, through a law, can amend any of the provisions of the Fifth Schedule by a way of addition, variation, or repeal. Any such law is not deemed to be a constitutional amendment under Article 368. States with Schedule 5 areas in India are Andhra Pradesh, Jharkhand, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, and Rajasthan. Now I shall be discussing the sixth schedule. The sixth schedule is different from the fifth schedule as it deals with the details of mechanism and institutions essential for the governance of the autonomous districts in Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. These autonomous districts are directly administered by the governor of the states. It deals with the powers and functions of the district council and the regional councils in these autonomous districts. These councils enjoy legislative powers on specific subjects and are also allotted certain sources of taxation. These councils also have the powers to maintain administrative as well as welfare services in respect to land, revenue, forest, education, public health, etc. These autonomous district councils are in existence in the states of Assam, Mizoram, Tripura, and Meghalaya. The Indian Constitution provides funds under Article 275(1) to both the 5th Schedule areas and Schedule 6 areas for the purpose of promoting the welfare of scheduled tribes or raising the level of administration of the scheduled areas. The autonomous districts are the mechanism to safeguard the traditional heritage of the tribals, their customary practices and usages and economic security. Sixth Schedule envisaged the powers of the autonomous district councils within the autonomous areas to make laws of the land management of forest except reserved forests, regulation on trade by person not being local scheduled tribes, appointment of traditional chiefs, inheritance of property, marriage, divorce, social customs, establishment and maintenance of primary schools, markets, taxation, issue of lease for extraction of minerals, etc. Now we shall be discussing the role of the governor under the sixth schedule. The governor under the sixth schedule of the Constitution is empowered with to determine areas under the administration of the council. He has the authority to form new autonomous districts. He can increase or reduce the area of any autonomous districts or district councils. The governor can also define the boundaries or alter the names of any of such autonomous districts. But it should be noted that such changes can only be brought in the composition of the territory after the submission of the report of the appointed commission for that purpose. The composition of district councils and regional councils. The sixth schedule provides provision for district council or regional council. The councils usually consist of not more than 30 members. 26 members are elected on the basis of adult franchise from a single member constituency, while not more than 4 persons are nominated by the governor in consultation with the chief executive member of the council. There is variation in number of seats in district councils, and as a result of there is also variation in the number of elective constituencies in each district council. For example, Lai Autonomous District Council in Mizoram has 27 members, 23 elected, while 7 are nominated. While Tripura Tribal Areas Autonomous District Council has 30 members, out of which 28 are elected and 2 are nominated. District councils are elected for a term of 5 years. The term can be extended for a period not exceeding more than 1 year in case of a national emergency or any other extraordinary situations. The sessions of the council is presided by the chairman, and in his absence the deputy chairman. They are elected by the members of the district council by a simple majority. The function of the chairman and the deputy chairman is similar to that of the speaker and the deputy speaker of a legislature. The chairman has been endowed with legislative function. There are provisions for certain classes of courts in district councils of Khasi and Jaintia Hills. Presently, there are 15 district councils in the northeast. Functions of district councils. Now, the functions of district councils can be broadly divided into 4: the legislative functions, executive functions, judicial functions, as well as financial functions. The legislative functions of the district council ranges from making laws of allotment of land other than reserved forests for agricultural purposes and other residential or non-residential purposes. It regulates the use of canals for the purpose of agriculture and public health and sanitation decisions. The governor acts as the head of the autonomous district council, as he enjoys the power to alter any law passed by the council which is in contravention to the 6th schedule. The executive function. The executive functions performed by the district council include the power to manage markets, roads, waterways, ferries, etc. Also, they have a say in the medium of instruction in the primary education schools. Now, the financial functions. The 6th schedule's para 4 gives power to the council to carry certain judicial functions. The council can constitute village or district council courts in its area to deal with cases of customary laws, in which both the parties are tribal. It should be noted that no other court other than the High Court or the Supreme Court have jurisdiction over these suits and cases decided by the council courts. Now, the financial functions. The financial functions of the district and regional councils range from its power to collect land revenues, levy and collect taxes on shops, holdings, etc. The other financial power to tax includes collection of tolls. Other sources of income for district and regional councils include grants and aid, loans, advances from the state government. With this, I have come to the end of our discussion for today. Thank you.